All right, so I got challenged to do a Facebook Live and do it about my morning routine. So one of the things I do when I wake up, the first thing I do is I chug some water, and then the next thing I do is a little 10-minute kind of meditation. I think people think meditation is weird for some reason. Really what it is, I just kind of sit and I listen to like an app called Headspace, and it just kind of gets you to listen to the thoughts that are going through your minds and just kind of let them go. That's been really helpful. The other thing I do after that is I take like 2 minutes to write down 3 things I'm grateful for from the day before. So like little tiny things. Like this morning I wrote down a conversation I had with the lady at the grocery store that was checking me out. She had gone through all my food and just had a little conversation about where she was from. I think a lot of times like I'd be going through the line and I'd just be on my phone doing work or something, replying to texts, but I took the time just to like have a conversation with her. And I think because I do these little grateful 3 things I'm grateful for every morning, it gets me to be more aware of the things I'm like really grateful for. It's always like little conversations I have with strangers or family members, friends. It's never like the things that I'm really focused on, like work and things like that. Those aren't the things that I'm grateful for the next morning. It's those little tiny things. So that gets me to actually like pay attention to those things more often that day. I think some people wake up and they're just like happy over nothing. For me, like I'm always focused on like, what can I get better at? What do I need to improve? And I think that's great. I think that makes you a high achiever at times, but it can also get you to not focus on some of the things that are most important. So doing the little 3 things every morning has been really huge for me. And I'm not saying like don't focus on the things that that you think could be better. I'm not saying don't focus on like the problems. I'm saying if you do the little meditation in the morning and you do little 3 things you're grateful for, it's going to put you in a better space to handle all the problems. I think we have these little monkey brains that when problems pop up, we get overwhelmed with them. But if you're doing the little tiny meditation thing in the morning and you're doing the little gratefulness exercise in the morning, 3 things, it takes like 2 minutes. It really does kind of quiet your mind, puts you in a better space that like problems come at you and you like are excited for them. Their problems are like what make you grow. And I think Tony Robbins says like the biggest problem we have is that we think we shouldn't have any. And I really believe that's true. So that's all I got. That's my little morning routine. Chug some water, like 20 ounces of water when I wake up. I do the little 10-minute meditation with the Headspace app. Then I do 3 things I'm grateful for from the day before. I wrote down just this morning, I got to meet up with my buddy Brooks I hadn't seen for a while yesterday. I got to do a little workout with him. I wrote down that I got to hang out and just chat with the lady that was checking me out in the grocery aisle. She worked at Trader Joe's. And then I had a nice call with Glenda Chris last night. We got to chat just about life. We worked together, but it was cool just to kind of catch up. I hadn't talked to her in a while. Little things like that. Then I work out, 30 minutes, usually work out from home. And then I read or listen to some personal development. That's kind of my little morning routine. And I put my phone on airplane mode like at night before I go to bed, and I don't turn it off airplane mode until I've gone through that morning routine. I like that saying, like when you're on the airplane, they say you got to put your oxygen mask on first before you put anyone else's on. And I think that's so true. I think we're so worried about, other people and other things we got to fix. But if you don't give yourself that oxygen first thing in the morning, you're not going to be the best version of yourself for your friends and your family and the people that you work with and all that good stuff. So that's a little morning routine. If you have any questions about it, I'm more than happy to answer any of them. But I hope you guys, if at the very least, take 2 minutes every morning just to write down 3 things that you're grateful for from the day before. I guarantee you start seeing some pretty cool benefits from it. All right, later guys.